I suppose what we're noticing are fans are engaging more deeply, so there's higher levels of engagement. They're also engaging earlier. In the wider sort of ecosystem as well, we're seeing more merchandise being sold, we're seeing fans going to away games. So all these are signalling greater depth of fan engagement. These international moments are massive accelerants for growth across women's sport. We've seen that historically, those leaps in visibility and viewership have been around the international moments, particularly in football. So things like the Euros this year and also the Rugby World Cup are, offer great opportunity. They're kind of legacy levers, for want of a better word, in that they're massive opportunities to really accelerate growth. What I was particularly struck by is when Matt was talking about tapping into other audiences. The state of the growth of women's sport where we are at the moment is about trying to tap into new audiences. So the fact that the Ogo can link to, audiences that, for instance, are interested in Taylor Swift or other entertainment properties, and start flagging it to that this is another opportunity, an exciting opportunity to attend. I think it could be a massive benefit to grow the audiences, because it's about bringing new audiences in, getting attention and being seen by them. Absolutely, and I think one of the big things at the moment is we're learning, and we don't totally know. We talk about Taylor Swift and those audiences. We don't know if those audiences actually cross-pollinate. And what this potentially does is also enable us to learn and to see how we can market better and where the links are. For me, a lot of it is about having long-term thinkers, and seeing these opportunities, like the Euros, for instance. Opportunities for growth not done and dusted. So we're not just going to have a major international event and then it's sorted and things naturally happen. We have to be ready for it. We have to prepare. What are we doing the other side of it? How are we using that? How are we creating consistent storytelling? How are we keeping the story front and centre and not allowing it to drop off as soon as the major event is over? So a lot of it is around that long-term thinking, long-term intentional strategic thinking, and also consistently asking ourselves, what do we actually value around women's sport? We talk about doing things different, we talk about it being different. I think we need to get better at articulating what that difference is. For me, it's something around worth, it's something around inclusion, it's something around links to society and positive social impact. But it might be different things for different people. So long-term thinking and really understanding what our USP is. Yeah, I mean, there's so many positive examples, exciting examples across the whole sort of sports industry. I think what's interesting at the moment, some of the challenger leagues are interesting just to look at. Their sort of fan-focused strategies and seeing if bits can inspire us. Also a lot of what the WNBA is doing over in the US around merchandise, around using their female athletes and promoting. So I think it's not copying anybody, but it's finding inspiration in these different areas. I probably don't have one data point in my head. To give you sort of a context, we're releasing a report on Thursday this week. It's got 105 pages of data points. Yep. I think one thing for me that sort of is at the crux of everything is visibility drives engagement, and then economic opportunity drives commercial investment. So it all comes down to, without visibility, it's been a heck of a 13 years since founded up this team. I think for me, two things have been important. Firstly, to totally remember purpose. So be very clear as to why it was founded, what you're trying to do. Because that's fuel at the end of the day. And the other thing is you have to be flexible in how you're trying to reach the vision that you're going for, particularly in this ecosystem. It's moving so fast. So if you have a set way of this is how it should be done, you're going to, in a couple of years, probably in a couple of months, that will be not relevant anymore. So being very clear of your overall vision and your purpose, but being flexible in delivery. That's a great thing to be known for. That's lovely. For me, I'm driven by learning, and I just think there is so much out there to learn. And as soon as you think you know it all, and at the moment this industry is desperately trying to learn. So I feel like we're in a space that is so exciting and is pushing us to try different things and consistently learn